What up, everybody? It's Aaron here with Get Your Geek On, and we are doing our Get Your Ghost On all month. And tonight, we are going to do a little campfire, essentially. So I'm here with Victoria, with her hubby Rob over here. They both are also part of Comics Call to Action, so shout out to them for helping us do this video. So I know a lot of us, because of the pandemic, can't really go out. So we thought we'd do maybe like a little scary campfire story for y'all today. So I don't know if y'all want to introduce yourselves too and talk a little about yourself for a minute, because you also have helped us before on the comic show for a few months back. So
yeah,
we did the comic show a while back, covering the it was Red and
Red Hood and the Outlaws,
I can't remember now. It was yes, Red Hood and the Outlaws. Go Tori, and I'm the one who picked it.
Terrible.
Yeah, we did that a while back, and we do frequently help on Comics Call to Action, and I usually help with the Get Your Geek On when I have time.
Yes.
Here lately, I haven't had time.
I don't think any of us have had time for anything.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have been focusing on writing, so I haven't had time for much of anything.
Dude, I feel you on that.
that and the baby.
Yes, y'all have a brand new baby, so you gotta worry about that with
Yes.
y'all. Oh, my cute babies.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, woman.
She's like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't care. I just want food. Dude, she has a lot of hair. I will say
Yeah.
that. She
Yes,
does have a lot of
she
hair.
does. She has a lot of
That's her mother. That came from her mother.
Why it's mostly shaved.
Oh, there you go. Dude,
But
my
yes,
kid
I've been
wants that.
focusing on writing, so I have some really good stories.
Yes,
You're like,
yes.
that all came from her.
You're all not from here. I don't know. I can't say anything. I've been around a bunch of bald people the last few days, so I'm like, I'm the only one that has hair. But all right. So I will say, we all know I'm into the paranormal stuff. So, what's up, Rob?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I'm fixing to just shave my head, honestly.
do it, do it. I know the other Robert did it already.
Do the Ragnar tattoos. Just do the Ragnar tattoos.
Oh, there you go. Well, see, the Robert for our show,
so down
he
for that.
didn't like he was complaining about the shots I'd get, because sometimes he had a bald spot, and he was like, I'm just gonna shave my head. And one day he just shaved his head when he woke up, and I was like, came to do the show, I'm like, you're bald. Wait a minute. So, I mean, if both Roberts did it,
Wait a
that'd be
minute.
funny. I will be laughing.
Right? Uh-oh.
So, like I said, I know a lot of us are stuck at home. A lot of us will be stuck at home for Halloween. So, I don't know. I figured we do these little scary stories. Whoever wants to go first, because, like, I have a couple of them, but, let's keep it scary. And who wants to go first and tell one?
Yeah.
Anyone?
I have actually like 2 or 3 that actually happened. So,
Oh,
about
I want to say I was like 16 or so. We were taking care of my aunt's house after they moved. Well, one of the times we had gone in there, we were picking up, just cleaning, dusting, and all that good stuff. Next thing we know, the front window just automatically just shatters.
Ooh.
The whole window. It was a good, like, I want to say 10 by, no, not 10. It was a pretty damn big window. But either way, all the panes of glass in it just shattered, broke. Okay, well,
Dang.
we put that to just ground shifting or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, later that night, we were in our house, which is directly behind their house, and we saw lights on upstairs. There shouldn't be any lights on. There shouldn't be anybody in it. So me and my sister decided we're going to go over there and investigate. We opened the front door and the stairs at the front door. And directly up at the top of the stairs, there was a little old lady holding her head under her shoulder.
What?
And then came darting down the stairs came darting down the stairs as we slammed the door.
Oh no. Bye.
Yeah. And you wanted to go by that place.
Oh no. It's like
I want to go to there now. That just caught my attention.
No.
I mean, it'd be a cool place to go investigate.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I
that's
mean,
no bueno.
that thing, whatever that was, destroyed the entire window.
that's insane.
And then we wound up having
That
to
had
fix
to be
it. But
pretty powerful. Wow.
Right?
yeah. Then another time, my cousin was actually staying in the house a few years later, and she had just had a newborn. Well, I don't know why the newborn was in a separate room. Are you okay over there?
Oh yeah.
The
Either
look
way.
she gave you, though.
The newborn was in a separate bedroom. They had her set up in a separate bedroom. Well, she started crying one night, and all of a sudden, they heard feet running through the house. They heard it run into the baby's room. Baby stopped crying, then ran into her room, and she heard a whisper in her ear that says, "Don't worry, your baby's fine."
Oh hell no.
What the hell?
Nope. Mm-mm.
I want this to go to this house now. That's where I want to be.
Oh no. I didn't gotten that baby and get the hell out of there. Mm-mm. Nope.
She left like 2 days later.
Get 2 days. I'll sleep in my car. Thank you. Bye.
I'll visit. I'll stay in the
No.
car the whole time, guys. That's crazy.
I ain't going in there.
Like, I don't.
There's a lot of scary crap I'll go do, but don't get no.
I'm like.
Kids ain't doing it.
a-
I actually have
What's up?
a very a scary story that recently happened to me actually last
Oh.
year. I was working in a haunted house as a scare actor, and I had seen, or not so much seen, but had felt presence before this happened. Like there's cold spots all over this building, and it's in the Bluff.
The bluff.
So yeah, it's in the Bluff.
For all those
um,
not from the South
I-
Texas, that's a small city.
Oh yeah.
Full of crackheads.
It's
That's the scary part of the story.
So you can feel a presence, it's cold, it's freaky, there's something there, Well, I kind of laughed it off because I figured I'm scaring myself. We have this whole haunted house set up and it's quiet, there's nobody there. You never know when the actress is going to come around the corner, so it's whatever, right? Well, on my last night, which was Halloween night, I was in my room and we were getting ready to open up. I mean, right as we were opening up. And they're like, okay, we're going to start sending people through. They always let us know, hey, these people are coming through, look out for. Well, they never gave us the heads up that somebody was coming through. So I wasn't expecting anybody at first. And then they said, hey, we're sending through these guys, one has a blue shirt or something like that. They'd let us know, because they would give us people to focus on the target, so we could have fun with them. People would literally be like, hey, scare my friend so.
Yeah.
Which was fun, I might add. But we didn't get a heads up. that there was going to be anybody going through except for these two guys. The guys never came through. They backed out at the last minute. But as I was getting ready to do my part, I was in the kitchen and the dining room. As I was getting ready to do my part, I felt like somebody was walking through the hall, because where my part was, there was this really dark hall, and there was like pool noodles hanging from it. So it would be confusing, because you'd be getting hit face by these pool noodles, right?
Yeah.
Really wasn't that confusing.
Yeah. Nothing scares me. Anyway, so as you go into my room, you're coming out of just darkness, like sheer black. Well, I was getting ready for my part, and I hear, "Oh, no. And I turn around, and I see this lady, and she's wearing a white dress. But it looks like the costumes that we're wearing, almost exactly like the costumes that we're wearing, it was an orphanage. And so we had these great, like smocks.
Yeah.
And when she said, "Oh, no," I turned around and started doing my part. Because I was like, "Oh, crap, there's a customer I gotta, get in things." So I started doing my part. Well, she turns around and walks away, right? She turns around and goes back through the hall. And then not even a split second later, the girl that was working the room next to me comes through the door and is like, "Hey, we have a group of people coming in. We're looking for this guy in a blue shirt." And I'm like, "Okay, did the other lady make it out okay?" Because she went the other way. She's like, "What other lady?"
Ooh.
And I was like, I shit you not. Like, there was a lady that came into my room, saw me, went, "Oh, no," and turned around and left. She goes, "There was nobody in there. Nobody was in that hall." And I was like, well, maybe, just maybe she missed her.
Yeah.
So the guys go through, and we're waiting for them to sit the next set of people. When the guy who brings them in and escorts them out comes in to see if I need any water or anything, because they would check on us frequently. And I was like, "Hey, at the beginning, there was a lady who came through, and she turned around and go back." He goes, "Okay," that he hadn't seen anybody. And I was like, "Well, it was a lady, and she was wearing a white, dress." And he goes, "No, nobody went through like that." I said, "Well, she talked to me, she had said no."
Yeah.
And he starts laughing. He goes, "Oh, you saw the ghost?" And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, the ghost in this building. We saw him and his girlfriend at the time had seen her before.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to be just,
Oh,
she's supposed to be just,
That's interesting.
Yeah, so she, I don't know, it was weird. So after that, my room got really, really, really cold.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you could see your breath cold.
Oh, wow.
And that entire night, I was terrified. And I don't get scared easy. But that entire night, I don't get scared easy. I'm very "Oh, what was that?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't. No,
I think someone's calling you out.
Not when it's stuff like that. Not when it's stuff like that, damn it. No, but
You got scared over
Oh.
my cat making noise and the garbage sitting next to the door.
oh shit. No, I smelled something bad, and okay, I watched too many Supernatural, but that's besides the point. Anyway, I was working in a haunted house. It wasn't. I don't know. It was weird. Anyway,
That's funny.
so my room got really cold, and I was terrified the rest of the night. And then after that, I got really, really sick.
That's
she did.
crazy.
She really did.
I mean, I was sick for 2 weeks with high fever, and I couldn't eat, and I couldn't sleep. I mean, it was bad.
Like you were
then-
scared crapless, you could say.
It was bad. And then my grandmother did that cleansing with the egg, the ojo thing.
Again, for all
And,
those in South Texas who have no idea what she's talking about, you throw an egg at somebody and it's supposed to heal them.
They rub an egg over you and say a prayer.
I like my
They-
way better.
So do I.
They rub an egg over you and they like pray or whatever, what have you, and it is like, oh, okay. It gets rid of negative spirits or whatever attaches to you. And I got better on the drive home.
That's
Like my
crazy.
fever broke on the drive home. I grew up in a haunted house. My childhood home, first of all, when we moved in, was super creepy. Because in the hallway, there is this little, like, it was this place in the floor that was cut out, and it was right above where the hole for the attic was. Did you know how they have those panels that slide
Oh yeah.
open and that you bring down the hole? Yeah, okay. So this house had that, but right underneath it was the exact same size hole at the bottom, and you could slide it open, right? My mom ended up boarding it shut because it would randomly open.
Oh, that's crazy.
In the middle, we would get up in the morning and it would be open. Like, and it wouldn't be all the way open. It would just crack open. And so my mom at first was like, it's probably just a shifting of the floor. When we walked it was a wood floor, you know?
Yeah.
So my mom was like, it's probably just shifting because of the thing. Well, my mom had wedged it closed. She had
Okay.
wedged it closed.
It's still open.
It opened all the way up.
Oh wow.
And then the smell of rot was coming out of it. So my mom boarded over it so that, you know, we couldn't open it anymore. It couldn't get open. At first she thought we were messing with her, but it just kind of like, you know, it was really freaky. Well, after she boarded it closed, I started having nightmares and I started sleepwalking.
Oh weird.
And I ended up in the hallway. I had dreamed that I had gotten up to go to the bathroom, and I heard scratching in the hallway closet. And I had a cat at the time, and I thought that my cat had gotten closed in the closet somehow, because he was always getting into stuff. So I go up and I open the closet, and the thing, I'm screaming. It was a man. It was an old man, and he was like decomposing, and he came screaming out of this closet at me, and I screamed and fell back, and then I woke up in the hallway.
Oh wow. See, I've been.
Yeah, it was a dream that I had. I woke up in the hallway, and that's not like, that was just what happened there. Like when I was small,
Yeah.
as an adult, I was living there with my grandmother, and I used to vape,
Mhm.
and I would vape before I went to bed, and so my room always smelled like fruit or like some kind of, you know, candy or whatever, you know, because I like that. That was what I liked.
Or sucker punch.
So yeah, I liked the sucker punch. So I vaped, turned around, and went to bed. I wake up in the middle of the night and I could smell cigarette smoke. I
Oh, that's
mean,
weird.
like heavy cigarette smoke, and there was a cloud of cigarette smoke by my bed, like just hanging out there. And my room was freaking cold in the middle of summer.
I mean,
was
that's a plus
like,
at least.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of, sorta, you know, considering it was a ghost. But I didn't see anything. I just saw the smoke. And then my grandmother comes screaming through the house, like freaking out because you could smell liquor in the hallway. And I
Oh,
mean,
weird.
just
And her
like,
grandmother didn't want liquor in that house at all.
No.
Not even beer.
Oh wow.
she thought I was drinking in the house. So she came in yelling, like jumping on my ass because she thought I was drinking in her house. But I was asleep. I
Yeah.
had been asleep for hours. And so she was freaking out because, and I could smell it. Like when you walked into the hallway, it smelled like hard liquor. Like like trago, real heavy liquor.
That's weird.
And yeah, so it was bad. There was a corner of the kitchen that was always cold.
There's
and
a
it was
reason
just-
why I never liked going to your grandmother's house.
that corner would get mold. Just in that corner, it would get real moldy in just that corner, and we would clean it, and it wouldn't stop. And they replaced that part of the wall, and it would still get moldy. And then my grandmother she hung some religious artifacts there, and it stopped.
Oh, that's
You
weird.
You would feel the heavy presence. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. You would feel the heavy presence in the kitchen, and the cabinets would open up. They would open up and they would shut by themselves all the time. You could close it, turn around to walk away, and it would open back up.
That's
I've
crazy.
actually witnessed that.
Yeah. Ooh. It was. I grew up in that house. At least. I don't know.
Dang.
It was weird.
Another thing. This isn't so much a ghost story, more of a possession story.
Ooh.
That's the same place in Oklahoma where I used to live. One of my roommates. Okay. He weighed 90 pounds soaking wet.
Okay.
Trained fighter. She got possessed, and it took every ounce of strength I have to hold her down.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. And it happened like 3 nights in a row
That's insane.
until everybody decided to just leave the house. And everybody left the house.
Yeah.
They didn't pay another month's rent, nothing. Everybody just left.
And they were-
Yeah, I would too. Coming up to that.
Right? 90-pound chick taking like everyone to hold her down? Nah.
Yeah.
That's
I
insane.
had her in a full fucking Nelson. Every ounce of strength I had to hold her down. If I didn't hold her down, she was gonna either hurt herself or hurt somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's
So-
insane. See, like my last one I had.
That's another reason why I don't go there.
See, and I'm so down because I'm like, I've seen stuff when I was younger. I've saw like spirits walk in and out of hallways. I've heard music playing when there's no radio going on. I've had like rain. It
I've
rained
had
all around
unplugged
me.
Electronics turn on.
Oh yeah. Well, like when I was in Vegas, I don't think this is in any of my videos. Me and Christina were in Vegas. I was doing a bowling tournament, and I forgot what hotel we stayed at or what casino, but we were sharing the bed, and she slept like it's a king size bed, so she's in one little corner, I'm in one little corner, and by my end there's a clock, and we're asleep, and I don't know, 2-3 in the morning the clock's going off. And we're like, oh, well, maybe someone just set the alarm. So I just kind of hit it because, I'm tired. So I'm just like, whatever. It was the first night after the flight. I hit it and it goes off. And I'm like, okay. Maybe 30 minutes later or so it goes off again. And I'm like, oh, I might probably just hit the snooze button. No big deal. So I make sure I get, play with it in the middle of the night. I'm like, oh, I probably should just turn a light on. So then I turn a light on and I make sure it's all off. At like another 30 minutes or so later, it goes off again. And I'm like, the alarm's off on this thing. And, I had told Christina, I was like, if it goes off one more time, I'm just going to unplug it. Sure enough, it goes off one more time. I just unplugged the damn thing. I'm like, nope, done. She says later on in that night, at this point, probably like almost early morning, she thought she heard it go off again, even though it's unplugged completely. So we've had stuff, around me and her, we always have stuff happen. So,
Oh, you remember the Emily Morgan?
yes, the hotel here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we went to go check it out, and like I had a full-blown panic attack just walking out of
Yeah.
because I'm super sensitive. I'm
Yeah.
super sensitive to this stuff, and so the further up we went into this hotel, the more and more like I couldn't breathe.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, I got really scared and like I cried because I couldn't get out fast enough.
Yeah, I remember
Like
that one.
I literally, and I was like, I mean,
That's me going to in a mall every time.
I was freaked out. Well, was it last year I went to San Antonio? Something like that? Last year, year before last?
We went to San Antonio last year with Courtney, yes.
So I went to San Antonio last year, and I was walking around downtown, and I was kind of just killing time. So I went into the Emily Morgan to kind of like get over my fear, I guess. I got up to that top floor.
Yeah.
And it was just, you could see your breath, it was so cold. My phone had it at 50%. I went to pull it out to take a picture real quick because I got that feeling of dread.
Yeah.
I went to pull it out to take a picture and my phone died.
Oh,
from
wow.
50% to 0. It took 20 minutes to get 1%.
Dang.
You want to tell them about the picture that you took?
Oh, the picture that I took a picture at the Minger. And I actually got something in the picture.
Oh, nice.
Like I got a man's face in the fall.
Nice.
So it's not the first time I've experienced something there.
Yeah.
When we went there, we caught an orb in one of the pictures. But yeah, I got like a full-blown apparition in my picture.
Nice.
So I'm super.
It's hard as hell to see if I can even get it to focus.
No.
There. Oh, there it is.
Right there, where my finger is.
Yeah.
There's a person's face right there.
I can kind of see it.
It's hard to see on the camera.
Yeah.
That was straight up like, and it wasn't bad or anything. It didn't freak me out. It was just I could feel it.
That's crazy.
The face kind of the face kind of looks like the guy up freaking House of a Thousand Corpses.
Ooh.
That's not creepy at all.
No, not at all.
I need to go back.
Like the old man clown, that guy.
Yes.
I can't remember his name. Mr. Yeah, whatever.
I can't remember his name either.
That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me. So
you have to send me that picture. I have to look at it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you here in a minute.
Oh, good. No, I was gonna say so.
I've tried it. I'm super sensitive to like supernatural stuff, so I have a lot of experiences with it.
And we need to go to some of the haunted places. You know, I've already done a few, and I'm doing more. There are some stories I want to say, but like, it's for future videos, so make sure you keep an eye on our channel, because there is like 2 experiences we had in Dallas, me and Christina. So I would definitely want to say check those out. But before we end it, I want to tell one, like, since I've talked about Dallas now, I do want to tell this Dallas actual ghost story, legend, whatever you want to call it. So many years ago, back in about the 50s or 60s, I believe, there was a young girl and her boyfriend who were on the road in Dallas, Texas. So they're out, and the story goes is that they were driving down and they got into a car accident, and the car went into a lake. So the car goes in the lake, both of them die. And now it's said, and people who pass by even to this day, they say when you go there, you will see a girl on the side of the road who wants a ride home, and she'll tell you that they got into a car accident, she just wants to go home. And when you take her home, she'll give you an address, and when you take her home, when you look behind you, she'll disappear, and all that's left is a puddle of water. The first encounter of this was many years ago, and the man had given her his jacket to wear because she was cold. So he gave her the jacket. He said when he turned around, the jacket was still there and just a puddle of water. So supposedly when you go up to the door and you ask, hey, I was bringing this girl home. She said she lived here. It was her dad that would answer, and he would say, yes, that was my daughter. She died in a car accident on their way home from a dance. So, like, I want to go check that one out and see how true that is, because that's one of the bigger legends up there in Dallas, is that will happen to you when you drive by that lake at night. And, you have to give a ride home.
It's basically a woman in white legend.
Pretty much, yeah. So I definitely want to check that out and see how it could be.
It's way less violent. It's way less violent than the one we grew up with.
Yeah, exactly. La Llorona.
La Llorona, yeah.
Less violent than that too. So
I've seen too many supernatural episodes. No.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. But we'll go ahead and end it here, guys. And one thank both of y'all for being here with me and telling these little like encounters we've all had and little stories and stuff. Hopefully, it was entertaining for all of you as well. Like I said, I know we can't do a whole lot because Halloween is essentially canceled right now, kind of thing. So hopefully you guys at least enjoy some stories here from us. And if you want to hear other ones, let us know. And definitely maybe we'll actually be able to sit down and talk more, and I can give more details about some future ones that will be in new videos coming out. But on that note,
I have
guys.
a lot of stories.
Oh, I know. We all do, I think. I mean, there's some I can't touch yet, and there's some I wish I had a lot more time.
I have some that I've written.
See? That's what happens when you get a writer in here. They can write all that
Yes.
stuff. So thank you.
Yeah, I have a couple.
So thank you both again. Thank you, Comics Call to Action, for helping us out. Remember, guys, stay geeky, stay safe on Halloween if you go out, and y'all have a great Halloween and a great weekend, guys.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween.